So, question of the day: would you eat pizza that was in a dumpster if you were not homeless? So I saw this post on Facebook, and the person said, I pulled up to Little Caesars to get pizzas for my kid's birthday party, and I could barely believe my eyes. An employee was carting out what looked to be dozens of pizzas to the dumpster. I waited in my truck until the employee was done tossing them away because I just had to see this waste for myself. I went to the dumpster, opened a couple boxes, and sure enough, there was pizza inside. Not only that, but they looked perfectly fine and were still hot. Here sat dozens of wasted pizzas that were tossed away for no apparent reason. Such a waste. There are plenty of people around my town who could use a good meal, and places like the local food bank who would have gladly accepted a pizza donation. Saddened by this wanton waste of food, I decided to turn a bad situation into a good one. I plucked out 7 of these good pizzas and returned them to my truck. I figure, why spend money in the store when I have my kid's birthday pizza right here in front of me? Not only that, but I just couldn't wrap my head around giving money to a company who would rather waste good food than help out the community. All right, so I'm starting to think that these pizzas were contaminated and that's why they threw them out. Maybe they left the dough out overnight. I used to work at Papa John's and I know like the dough comes pre-made and they got to stay in the freezer, but maybe they took them out the freezer and I don't know, some idiot decided to make the pizza and they said, nah, we can't sell those. And that's why they put them in the dumpster. Like something had to go wrong with those pizzas. But this makes me feel like, man, I don't know, man. I'll be going to a lot of kids' birthday parties for my daughter. And now I'm starting to look at some of the parents weird now because I'm like, man, I hope nobody has ever done that to me because you wouldn't really know if you didn't get sick. But would you eat that pizza if you weren't homeless? Because I read some comments and some people were saying, hey, man, I was homeless and this is what I had to do. I had to go dumpster diving. If the pizza was flipped upside down, we wouldn't eat it, but if it was put nice and neat in the dumpster, those were the ones they would go after. So this would have been a nice, meal for them. This would have been a feast.